welcome to Dubai and to our show Zee Connect.
Thank you.
It's so lovely to see you in person and have you here with us.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
How's hot Dubai treating you?
Hot Dubai is usually not very hot because you're always in a very protected environment.
Sure.
But yes, when you step out of the airport, it's very hot.
Yes.
But I love coming here.
Okay, tell me, well, you know, Taj is like being loved by audiences. We've seen it. You look gorgeous. You look stunning as Anarkali. What's the feeling like?
Actually, it's great, and I always believe this. I love the work that I do. I go in there really enjoying what I do. I don't always think about what it's going to be. It's only during promotions where you start feeling a little jittery. But when I was doing promotions, I realized the pressure and the fact that you're filling very big shoes, and it's so iconic, and Madhubala ji is so iconic, and the fact that people might just like throw a slipper at you.
Yeah.
But it turned out good, and somewhere I feel like maybe it was her blessings, I don't know. One that I got to do it, and that has something to do with one's destiny, because I said no to it so many times because I was busy working on other projects, and I was nowhere near Bombay. I was in Chennai and Vizag, and so kind of like destiny, and for the fact of getting it, and then for it working out, and for people to have accepted it and loved it. I think, yeah, that's some kind of blessing.
But let's talk a little bit about your prep work for this character, because when you're doing a fresh character, you can probably mold it the way you want. But when you're, like you said, filling in, big shoes, and it's already a character that's been loved by audiences and they've seen it in a certain way. So to prepare for that, was it any different?
I think primarily this is not Mughal-e-Azam, and it's not a remake of Mughal-e-Azam. Secondly, it's written by a very diverse team from all over the world, in fact. And thirdly, any character, however many times it's been played, ultimately you put your heart and your soul into it and your own understanding, and there is a director in front of you.
Correct.
Who has their own vision. And I feel when I come onto set, what I love most is to be a sponge. I don't think I have a method where I prep or whatever. I'm sure it's a subconscious prep that happens, but it's very difficult for me to explain it or put it into words. But I just listen. I listen to what it is that the director wants, and then between action and cut, I always feel there's some kind of wonderland where you get transported into a world and where everything just feels real. Also, I feel with a good team, they also create an environment for you which there is a suspension of belief in many ways, and you kind of believe that whatever it is that is happening around you is yours.
Yeah.
I like to be a 5-year-old and be curious and enjoy myself, and that's the only way I know how to work. And thankfully, I've worked for a little over a decade, and I'm still able to work like that, and I love that, and I don't want that to change. So anybody can think whatever they want. I'd love to work the way, I want to continue working the way that I do.
The way you do.
Yeah.
Well, you're doing brilliant, and I think you would have heard this a lot, that you're made for period dramas. Period dramas attract you. Yeah? Whether it's Taj, Padmavat, or your upcoming Hira Mandi, and you kind of bring out those characters so beautifully. You look so believable. How do you do that?
I think that has a lot to do with the director and the entire team that makes you look like that.
Yeah.
When you do a period drama, usually it's something you don't know very much about, and there is a kind of excitement, in you as well, because you are exploring a century or a time that is kind of unknown to you. So I love that. It's very, very exciting. Having said that, I love contemporary work as well. I don't find it repetitive because every girl that I play is different. But then there is something in me that also wants to break the box, much though I love this box. And I want to be able to mix it up all the time, and I do.
Yeah.
I don't fight for it, but somewhere again subconsciously I kind of choose things that are as varied as possible. Like just now I'm shooting a Tamil Telugu bilingual, which is a thriller. So it's so different from Taj or Jubilee or Hira Mandi or whatever, and I've constantly tried to do that, but maybe I tend to do more work like that in the other industries that I work in, like in Tamil, Telugu, yeah.
Right, just diversify as much as you can, of course. That's what an actor must do.
Yeah.
Tell me, and because Taj has also been your debut in OTT, and you've done movies, and now you're, of course, with Jubilee and Hira Mandi and everything, the OTT is growing for you. What have you felt the most difference in between movies and OTT?
It's not about the medium, it's really about the content and the stories that we're telling. And I think makers, people who love what they do, they put in as much love into it, whether it's going to release in the theatre or on OTT platform. And it's great for all creative people, like for actors, for writers, for directors. They just get to play, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's cool. And audiences are consuming content like, it's amazing.
We are loving it as much as...
yeah, so am I. Like, whenever I hear that something new, I'm dying to watch it.
What are you watching nowadays?
I love watching Malayalam films. So the more recent one I watched was called Romancham, and I loved it. And yeah.
Oh, lovely.
I keep trying to watch something.
Any words that you remember that you picked up?
Malayalam?
Yeah.
The only word I know is korcha korcha. Because everybody asks if I know Malayalam, and I'm like, korcha korcha, which is not true at all. I don't know any Malayalam. But I understand
My
it.
crew is also a lot of Malayalis in the team, and they also keep doing korcha korcha with me.
And Malayalam Mansale? Yeah. Manslaile. Correct. Means I don't understand. But I do understand a bit, I just can't speak it.
And what is a Urdu, like the best Urdu word you've picked up or learned from Taj maybe, or?
Whoa. Oh God. But I have to tell you, the first day that I was going to shoot, I was shooting with Nasir sir, and I was so nervous because his language is beautiful.
Yeah.
Urdu is beautiful. I don't want to get into trouble by saying something wrong. Khoobsurat.
Khoobsurat. Say from the epic lotus.
But all the kha words, because I think I'm not bad at the khwab, khoobsurat. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Khwab is also nice.
Yeah. They are showing me the hands to close it. But we've been talking about your work so much, but I want to know a little bit about you. I know you're a big foodie.
I am.
Yes, but is it savory or sweet? What do you like more?
I like chatpat stuff.
Chatpat stuff?
Yeah, like karam, spicy stuff.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm a chatori. So
before we end the interview, we've also heard that you sing very well. Of course, from your
Bye. Your time is over.
skills is one thing, but we need to show people your singing.
Which language?
Whatever you prefer.
Tamil?
Malayalam, he sing Malayalam because he's
My Malayalam is... Huh? Tamil or Malayalam?
Hindi also गा सकते हो आप.
Huh? Huh? Hindi. Yeah. Hindi, easiest. Hindi. Oh God. Old song.
Yeah.
जाइए आप कहाँ जाएंगे ये नजर लौट के फिर आएगी ये नजर लौट के फिर आएगी दूर तक आपके पीछे पीछे दूर तक आपके पीछे पीछे मेरी आवाज़ चली जाएगी जाइए आप कहाँ जाएंगे ये नजर लौट के फिर आएगी.
Everyone, come on. Brilliant. Incredible. Loved it, right? Yes.
Mata, they don't have a choice.
It is not. It's anything but shit. Come on. But thank you. It was lovely talking to you. We know you have a long day ahead of you. May you have fun in Dubai.
Thank you.
You love the audience here. You always do, right?
Yes.
Dubai is fun.
It is a lot of fun. I also have family here, so I love the city.
Great.